Coach, I'll start. Talk about.
Are you taking over for John today?
Yeah, I should have sat front row. I'll ask any questions.
I kind of figured.
Can you just tell me a little bit about who Kaya is as a player and what that relationship between the two of you is like, since she obviously came from home to come here with you?
Right. Kaya is a young lady who I think certainly helps us in a lot of ways because she's very versatile. You know, she can offensively make a lot of things happen for us. You know, but defensively, she can help in different situations. Kind of create some opportunities because she can guard on the perimeter, she can guard inside, she can finish plays, she understands rotations. So, but you know, on top of that, she's just a really dynamic young lady who has continued to grow. And as we've watched her kind of grow throughout high school and then throughout her first few years of college, it's fun to see her, you know, really show her personality more and more and to feel more comfortable and more confident. And that's what this is all about, is helping young ladies grow to be the most confident version of themselves that they can be. And so we're watching that evolution and that growth at this point in time.
You know, obviously Wednesday didn't end like you wanted, but what good are you taking back, from Lawrence that you can bring into Saturday?
Well, I think we've found ways to put ourselves in positions to compete in a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different looks. And you know, we also understand, you know, that when things aren't going our way, and we had a stretch where things didn't go our way. Certainly the third and the fourth quarter, we had stretches where we got good shots, but we didn't get second shot opportunities potentially, or we didn't score it efficiently. We struggled to get it to the rim. When we did get to the rim, we didn't finish at the rim very well. You know, we got some good looks on the perimeter that we've made during stretches. But all that being said, what we take away from that more than anything is when things aren't going our way, we look at how do we find ways to create some momentum, and what does that look like on the defensive end? What does that look like on the offensive end? So that's what we studied yesterday as we came back and certainly go back to work and get ready for the next opportunity.
What does Texas Tech bring to the table?
Texas Tech is playing at a really high level. You know, they are. They played really well. Obviously, beat Texas at home. I can't remember what day of the week that was. The same day, Wednesday, whenever that was. They played really, really hard. They played really well. They finished plays at a very high level. They're very physical. They've got great size. Not necessarily the 6'6" size that we've seen at times, but the kids that are all kind of really strong and tough, 5'10" to 6'3", something in that range, and play really hard and make a lot of good things happen. At the same time, not only versatile on the defensive end, but also very versatile on the offensive end. They score it really well. They score it efficiently, a 44% clip. The offense rebound well. They get to the free throw line about 20 times a game. Oh, and they shoot from the arc at a 36% clip. So they do a lot of things on the offensive end at a really high level. And then when you think, okay, now we've guarded that action and we feel comfortable because we know now they put players in different spots because they're all pretty versatile, and now somebody else has to guard that action. So that makes them really tough to match up with.
Scott is their guard. How is she different than some of the really good guards you've faced, and how do you feel you guys can match up against her?
Well, her physicality, not only is she really skilled and she can shoot it and get to the rim, but she also has great physicality to, you know, size and strength to be able to post up or to be able to offensive rebound or to take you to the basket and then kind of finish over the top of people. So I think she's a really strong guard who also has a great skill set on the perimeter. You know, can really shoot it, can handle it, can get to the rim.
Coach, you've had the same starting lineup all season and kind of settled into a 9-player rotation now. What's the value of having the players really know their roles and know what time they're coming into the games and how they kind of fit?
Well, I think it's important that young ladies have a comfort more than anything else, and that they can get in the games and feel that, you know, they know what to expect in a lot of ways. And so our group has done a really good job of that. We've continued to battle. We've continued to learn. I think probably the thing that has kind of stood out to me more than anything else with this group of young ladies is that they want to continue to get better. And so each time we faced a challenge, they've taken that, they've learned from that, and the next time we see something similar to that, we've been better at it. And that's something that's really important for us.
You know, we've talked about how the team has grown, but, you know, you as a coach, a third of the way through the Big 12 schedule, what have you learned, and, you know, how has this compared to other stops in your career?
Well, the conference is a conference that, you know, when you go through a new conference, and whether fortunately or unfortunately, I've been through it a few times. Sometimes at the same school, when you switch different conference alignments, those type of things. First time you go through a new conference, you're not only learning what players and teams do, but coaching tendencies, those type of things. And so there's a lot that goes into understanding that and learning that the first time through. And I think it certainly helps you become a better coach each time, because you're growing and you're seeing new things and, taking different pieces away. And I think that's something that has been certainly a challenge this first time around. 3 games in a week. Not only is that physically demanding for your players, but there's a lot of prep work, for our coaching staff that goes into that. And it's something that we're embracing and that we're enjoying, and something that we're excited. We have another opportunity to play at home, and we get to do that on Saturday afternoon.
I guess I'm a little early here, but what does that mean for the double round robin in the Big 12? You're going to see all these teams again pretty soon.
Well, then what you have to do is look at what adjustments do coaches make. So then there's the next learning curve, and knowing not only players, and you have a better feel for it, but then how do they adjust to the things that you did in the first game, and then you look at how other teams have played them, and you can try to predict to the best of your ability what those changes look like. So then there's the next part of the chess match, if you will.
Always hard to beat a team twice, right?
Oh, it's hard to beat. Yeah, it's hard to win basketball games. It's a tough, physical, aggressive league. We have a lot of respect for our opponents, and so yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge too. It's how you get better.
Coach, since WVU joined the Big 12, there's always been a lot of talk about the miles you guys put on. Is that an extra strain? Is that a different challenge for you coming in?
Well, it's a challenge. It's a great challenge, certainly for our young ladies, for our team. It is. That's real. But at the same time, I guess personally, I've been in conferences where I was at Michigan Tech, and sometimes the closest school was, well, not the closest, but a lot of the schools were 8 to 12 hours away on a bus. So it's a lot different. But that was the start of my career. Now it's a little bit different challenge, and so you can choose to say, man, this is really tough, and we've got this is really challenging. This is what we have to overcome. Or you can embrace it and say, yeah, you know what, we get used to it because we got to do it. This is who we are, and this is what we have to do. Other teams maybe aren't used to it as much, whatever the case is. Find a way to spin it to work to the best of your ability to do that. So the reality is, for us, this is something where this week is going to make us stronger. And the question is, when is that going to happen? And the answer, we don't really know at this point in time. But hopefully today, tomorrow, that'd be a great time to do that.